Hi, everybody. It's Paul Ramsey, and I'm joined by Annelle Soponis, who is presenting a 2-hour presentation on August 11th at 7 p.m. She's going to be talking about neuroanatomy of the pain pathway. And there's a subtitle for that one. It's a good one. Visualize the pain pathway by learning its specific structures in the nervous system. This sounds very scientific, Annelle. What's going on with this topic? I love this stuff. How are you today?
I'm great. Yes, it is rather scientific, but this year we're focusing on the power of your profession. And so knowledge is power.
Yes.
And I know a lot of hypnotists are doing work with pain management. And so it's really you have more confidence if you understand what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. And I really find that while clients don't typically want to be told all of the details of neuroanatomy, if you can tell them some to give them a way to visualize what's going on or to help them, I've always found they respond wonderfully to that, and it seems to inspire confidence in them and feel like, all right, this person knows what they're doing. I'm going to listen and follow. So this is great that you're doing this.
Oh, thanks. That's just the way I feel too.
So how did you get into hypnotism?
Well, I had a very difficult stretch of time in my life. I went to a therapist and she taught me self-hypnosis. And I used it successfully to get through that issue. And I've actually used it throughout my life. And then many years later, a friend of mine went to a hypnotist, had great success, found out that Charlie Curtis was teaching a course, and I ended up becoming a hypnotist.
Oh, cool. That's great. That's wonderful. So today, how does your practice work today? What kinds of clients do you sort of divide your time with?
I have a general practice, but I like to do group work.
Oh.
So I do a lot of hypno weight loss in groups, small groups, so that there's about 10 individuals, and it's enough people that you get enough attention, and then also there's enough diversity. And so
Sure.
by the second meeting we share, and it's very successful. My clients lose an average of 7 pounds in 21 days.
Wow.
Through hypnosis alone. I don't discuss how to eat, nothing like that. It's just hypnosis.
Nice. That's great. So of all the, so you're saying you have a general practice and you do different things. You've learned about different applications of hypnosis. Why a 2-hour on the neuroanatomy of the pain pathway? Why is this topic important to you that you devote this much attention and time to it?
Well, I have a PhD in biology. I was a college teacher teaching anatomy of the human body for 20 years.
Cool.
And it's the first time I actually decided to talk at the conference. It's been my 5th conference with the National Guild. And I wanted to do something that I know that I can just get up and explain. I'm very comfortable with.
Yeah.
Also, again, it helps other people that don't have a scientific background. Perhaps they never really learned the nervous system, and someone just might be more interested in learning about the body.
Sure. I'm looking at your description for the session, your learning objectives. List gross anatomical structures of CNS and PNS. Is that central nervous system and
peripheral nervous system?
Distinguish between sensory, motor, and association neurons. Draw a pathway with 2 to 3 neurons.
Oh, yes.
2 different pain pathways with their precise anatomical locations. So just to give people a sense of the kind of stuff they would be doing and learning in here, why is that stuff important?
Well, again, it's important so that if you're saying, the amygdala is very important in the body, say, well, where is it? Well, it's somewhere in your brain. It's the midbrain. Well, what is the midbrain? Well, I don't know. It's between the forebrain and the hindbrain. Well, where is it?
Right.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would know precisely. And it's very much like I taught in college. And what is a tract? What is a nerve? What is the peripheral nervous system? What
Right.
makes up the central nervous system? And I hear people misspeak all the time when they talk about the nervous system. But actually, the nervous system's pretty easy to understand.
Yeah.
It's like traveling in a car on the turnpike.
Yeah.
You know, where do you stop? Where does all the action occur? And that's gray matter. And all the pathways are white matter. So we go through and if someone's interested in a really easy to learn 2-hour session in detail about the nervous system, then come at 7 p.m.
Yes. You guys, I think this is really important is there's a focus in our industry, I think, and I've been practicing for over a decade. There's a focus on like suggestion management, suggestion creation, conceptual ideas of how to deliver and communicate change ideas, right?
Yes.
And that's, there's a lot of good reason for that. That's sensible. But I also think sometimes, and this is such, what Annelle's doing here is such a great example. When you are dealing with a specific issue like pain, it is only sensible to learn how pain works inside the human body and how it's processed by the brain so that you can make a more informed decision about how to approach that as a practitioner and how to talk with your clients about it. So this is the kind of session. This will give you a greater vocabulary. This will give you a greater level of articulation about this issue. I think it's very wise. Annelle, tell me, can you come in as someone who knows like nothing about, first of all, nothing, let's say you're newly certified within just recently or within the past couple of years, and you haven't even started working with pain clients yet, or you just have no biology background. Can a newbie come right in and do pretty well with you in this course?
Yes, I think so. That's why I've left it open to all levels. If somebody wants a review of the nervous system, perhaps someone that has a health background, that's good for them, but also for new people. And I teach at many different levels. So I will first see who comes and address that and keep it. I think you can learn it using a simple way. I'm going to make it simple, easy to understand. I've, taught this a long time. I don't want to hang people up on
Yeah.
difficult concepts.
Yeah.
But you're right. You have to know where you can interrupt the pain pathway.
Yep. Yep. Makes sense. Cool. If people want to learn more about you and your practice and what you do, what's a good way for them to do that?
Oh, I have a website, bridgehypnosis.com, and I'm also on Facebook. So either of those two places.
Cool. Cool. That's great. All right, you guys, just to recap one more time, Neuroanatomy of the Pain Pathway, August 11th, 7 p.m. with Annelle Soponis. All right. This is one of those things, huge market for this kind of client work. Unfortunately, seems to be growing more and more all the time. Right. It's
Yes.
sad, but here's this thing. We can make a difference. We can help people on this. When you have the right knowledge and you have the right skill set and you're properly prepared, you can do great things for people. So spending some time with someone like Annelle is a great way to move yourself in that direction and broaden your practice in that way. Annelle, thank you for making time for me. I'm so grateful.
Thank you, Paul.
All right.
My
We'll see you in
pleasure.
August.
Great.